A man who turned himself into police for a shooting outside of a Wichita motel makes his first appearance. 35-year-old James Owen faces a charge of first-degree murder. It was after 8 p.m. Friday. Police were called to the incident outside of the Afton Hotel on South Broadway. There they found 21-year-old Martavian Davis shot. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police believe Owens and Davis knew each other. Owens' bond now set at $1 million and will appear in court again next month.